Welcome to Knowledge Impact. Let's start with 25 easy antonyms. Test your vocabulary and see how many you get right. Ready? Can you name an antonym for hot? Cold. If big is one side, what's on the other side? Small. What's the opposite of the word happy? Sad. If good is one side, what's on the other side? Bad. Can you name an antonym for young? Old. Can you name an antonym for day? Night. Can you name an antonym for fast? Slow. If full is one side, what's on the other side? Empty. What's the opposite of clean? Dirty. Name an antonym for left. Right. How do you say the opposite of light? Heavy. Name an antonym for near. Far. How do you say the opposite of hard? Soft. What word means the opposite of up? Down. What word means the opposite of open? Closed. How do you say the opposite of in? Out. Can you name an antonym for rich? Poor. Can you name an antonym for start? Stop. Can you name an antonym for new? Old. Can you name an antonym for strong? Weak. What's the antonym of love? Hate. If right is one side, what's on the other side? Wrong. What's the antonym of sweet? Sour. What's the antonym of safe? Dangerous. If dry is one side, what's on the other side? Wet. Great job! Now, let's move on to the medium level. These 25 antonyms will be a bit more challenging. Test your skills and see if you can keep up. Ready for the next round? What would be the antonym of brave? Cowardly. What would be the antonym of excited? Bored. What's the opposite of calm? Agitated. What's the antonym of first? Final. What's the antonym of find? Lose. What's the antonym of visible? Invisible. What's the antonym of enjoy? Suffer. What would be the antonym of equal? Unequal. What would be the antonym of even? Odd. Do you antonym of clear? Cloudy. If clear is one side, what's on the other side? Hilly. What is the antonym of gain? Loose. What is the antonym of include? Exclude. What is the antonym of tight? Loose. What is the antonym of shallow? Deep. What is the antonym of alive? Dead. What is the antonym of generous? Stingy. What's the antonym of heaven? Hell. What's the antonym of create? Destroy. What's the antonym of respect? Disrespect. What's the antonym of begin? End. What's the antonym of joyful? Sorrowful. What's the antonym of helpful? Useless. What's the antonym of rough? Smooth. What's the antonym of expand? Contract. Well done so far. Now it's time for the hard level. These next 25 antonyms will really test your vocabulary. Let's see how many you can get right. Ready for the challenge? What's the antonym of the word conceal? Reveal. What's the antonym of the word advance? Retreat. What's the antonym of the word collect? Disperse. What's the antonym of the word recognize? Ignore. What's the antonym of the word desire? Dislike. What is the antonym of word protect? Expose. What's the antonym of the word defend? Attack. What's the antonym of the word honor? Disgrace. What's the antonym of the word simplify? Complicate. What's the antonym of the word win? Lose. What's the antonym of the word strengthen? Weaken. What's the antonym of the word attach? Detach. What's the antonym of the word awake? Asleep. What's the antonym of the word achieve? Fail. What's the antonym of the word arrange? Disarrange. What's the antonym of the word persuade? Dissuade. What's the antonym of the word fluent? Hesitant. What's the antonym of the word educated? Ignorant. What's the antonym of the word introduce? Exclude. What's the antonym of the participate? Withdraw. What's the antonym of the word elevate? Lower. What's the antonym of the word commence? Cease. What's the antonym of the word assemble? Disband. What's the antonym of the word exceed? Fall short. What's the antonym of the word recognize? Disregard. Fantastic work! Now we're entering the very hard level. These next 25 antonyms will push your vocabulary skills to the limit. Ready to tackle the toughest ones yet? Let's begin! What's the antonym of the word abundant? Scarce. What's the antonym of the word ambiguous? Clear. What's the antonym of the word acknowledge? Deny. What's the antonym of the word affirm? Negate. What's the antonym of the word disrupt? Organize. What's the antonym of the word flourish? Wither. What's the antonym of the word provoke? Calm. What's the antonym of the word corrupt? Purify. What's the antonym of the word innovate? Imitate. What's the antonym of the word integrate? Segregate. What's the antonym of the word compensate? Penalize. What's the antonym of the word isolate? Unite. What's the antonym of the word contemplate? Ignore. What's the antonym of the word dedicate? Distract. What's the antonym of the word facilitate? Hinder. What's the antonym of the word illuminate? Obscure. What's the antonym of the word verify? Disprove. What's the antonym of the word restrict? Allow. What's the antonym of the word synthesize? Analyze. What's the antonym of the word amplify? Diminish. What's the antonym of the word resolve? Complicate. What's the antonym of the word legitimate? Illegitimate. What's the antonym of the word anticipate? Doubt. What's the antonym of the word cultivate? Neglect. What's the antonym of the word empower? Weaken. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more fun challenges. Don't miss out.